towards sustainable urban development and architecture. Since the Industrial Revolution, the world has achieved remarkable economic development. However, in exchange for economic growth, we are now starting to confront problems such as Earth's environmental issues. These issues include rises in population, traffic delays, increases in energy consumption, as well as increases in the amount of carbon dioxide being emitted into the air, etc. If we continue today's lifestyle without solving these issues, we will eventually need another Earth to replace our own. But as everyone knows, it is essentially impossible to replace the Earth. We have to live within our means. One Earth. And we have to decrease the amount of carbon dioxide emitted into the air by 1/2. We call this theme to achieve that goal Cool Earth 50. During the past 30 years, Japan has improved energy efficiency by 37% and decreased oil consumption by 8%, even though the GDP has essentially doubled. The amount of carbon dioxide emitted into the air according to GDP is actually very small compared to many other nations. Over 90% of carbon dioxide emitted into the air of cities is from buildings and transportation. The basic ideas for reducing the amount of carbon dioxide emitted into the air are energy-saving construction and countermeasures against traffic problems. We, the SDCJ, are 11 corporations that have come together to form a consortium half a year ago. Cool City brings together the united technologies and knowledge of the SDCJ members into one ideal model city for sustainable urban development and architecture for the Gulf region. A self-contained Cool City network with special residential hubs will be connected to Cool City by public transportation. The city would have a radius of only 1 kilometer from the proposed transportation terminal complex, which is centrally located, and one can comfortably walk anywhere in the area. You can move around by a monorail between cities, the LRT or light rail transit inside the city, hybrid cars, or solar ships. Let me introduce the makeup of the proposed Cool City. Cool City consists of a central business precinct around which is a residential zone. Across the canal lies a green belt with a culture and sports zone and a resort zone. Around the city itself, there will be solar-powered plant farms surrounded by jatropha trees to prevent sand shifting. The CBD of the Cool City is embraced by rich greenery and water. It has 3 zones: business, commercial cultural, and residential. They are compactly arranged so that every zone in the CBD is easily accessible on foot. Cool City will be a city greatly utilizing natural energy. It will have a canal as well as buildings taking the path of the wind into consideration. Cool City will have an abundance of trees and water, not only attractive, but also useful in preventing the heat island effect. Through a rooftop membrane, filtered and softened natural light penetrates through to promenades. Natural breezes, dry mist fixtures, and recycled cooled air create pleasant and lively semi-outdoor boulevards. Strolling will be the best way to enjoy the city. A transportation terminal complex is located at the core of the CBD. This acts as a gateway and hub for all public transportation of the city. The main methods that will be used for the urban transportation system are monorail, light rail transit, the water transportation system, hybrid car parking areas. From the terminal, covered pedestrian decks stretch to each residential zone. Eco Towers are buildings which use state-of-the-art technologies for natural light, air, and water, taking due consideration of the Gulf region's climatic conditions. Using 15 varieties of technology, carbon dioxide emissions can be reduced by 50% in eco towers and 30% in eco residences. Cool City will have cultural sports facilities, marinas, and resort facilities along the Loop Canal. Cool City is a city which can reduce carbon dioxide emissions by 60%, as well as provide us with an enjoyable lifestyle. If there is the will to create it, we have the technology to realize it right now, starting tomorrow.